Great to be here back in the rugby crowd. And congratulations to Rugby Canada for the things that you do. I'm glad to see that we've got some members of our women's team here today. We're doing tremendously on that side of the sport. And, you know, Canada's a real leader in the world when it comes to supporting our female athletes. You know, we have done well in hockey and winter sport as a team sport. But as a team sport, the last time we won a medal in the Summer Olympics was in the 30s, a bronze in basketball. In men or women, we have not won a team sport medal since then. And you have a chance to break that mold and that very terrible tradition. The challenges that you face as you prepare your athletes for the Pan American Games in 2015 here, which is the first time you'll get into that world, and then 2016 in Rio de Janeiro, where you have a genuine chance of medaling, and particularly with your women's sevens. But team sports are a big challenge in this country because team sports require that you have to aggregate the athletes and bring them together. Teams have to play against other teams. And the cost of building teams is huge. You know, you take a look at a country like Serbia, Montenegro, third in the world in basketball, third in the world in water polo, third in the world in volleyball, at least they were at that time, but they can drive 200 kilometers and be in 8 other countries. They can play other people, other teams all the time. It was so exciting to watch us in the World Cup last year, and it's exciting to watch the maturity of this organization as you start to drive it forward and prepare yourselves to be a force in the Pan American Games that are coming to Toronto in 2015 and in 2016. The Own the Podium concept now, it has transcended sport. It's become an audacious expression of our ability as Canadians to stand up and say, we want to be the very best we can be, and we're not ashamed to say that. We've got to have a plan, and we have to decide what we're going to do. And it's got to start with establishing goals and objectives and pointing out that results are important. Because everybody's got grand ambitions. Everybody's got great ideas. But it's what you accomplish that really counts. And you have to set that goal, an objective for yourselves. And you, as you build your program right now, with the objective being 2016, and maybe being the first time since the 30s that we can win a team medal. One of the big challenges that you will face, and from everything I understand and what I see about Rugby Canada, I think you're further along than many of the national sport federations are, is that you've got reasonably good alignment from the provincial up to the national level. This is a big problem in sport in Canada. There is no environment that is contaminated as much by the intoxication of power than amateur sport. So getting that alignment within your organizations across the country is hugely important. The way we have to do it is create a compelling story that you want to write about and that you want to talk about and that your listeners want to phone in and discuss. Then we create a community of interest and water cooler conversation that makes us compelling, that people want to be part of. If our athletes and our sports are going to be embraced by people, they have to be in front of people on a regular basis. It has to be a business relationship, and companies want to have their brand associated with a successful brand. So you have to have a value proposition that takes your brand to whatever your corporate partner is going to be, that says, listen, we want to do a deal here. Here's who we are. We're not that big yet, but here's what we're going to do to help you with the activation of the dollars you spend with us. We don't need a lot, but we're going to make sure that everybody knows that it was because of you that we were successful.
Presentation and speech this evening. Thank you very much.